At Whirlwind, we feel that we are the innovators. We are the people that create the product from scratch. We come up with new ideas. We're the pioneers of the product line. And because of that, we have a philosophy that for the last 32 years we have not changed. And the philosophy is build a good product and build it consistent. And if there's a component or part out there that we don't like or we think we can make better, we build it ourselves. We build our own multi-pins. We design and build our own XLR connectors. We design and build our own chassis and boxes. If it's not available and we can't find it and it's not good enough that it already exists, we create it ourselves. And that's what makes us different. Every time you pick up a piece of Whirlwind, you can hold it in your hand and you know it came only from Whirlwind. That's our commitment. Well, the first NAMM show we went to, we bought a couple import guitars with us that were made in Europe. We also bought a couple guitar cords with us. Remember,
yeah,
Steve?
I remember that.
For 3 days in Chicago, it was back in 1975. No one wanted to talk to us about the guitars, but they wanted to talk to us about the guitar cords.
And we had that beautiful display of guitars.
Yep.
And all they cared about was that one damn guitar cord that we had.
And we ended up selling about 25,000 of them in 3 days. And I remember sitting in the car driving home going, well, I guess we're a guitar cord factory. Products that we made in the early days were basically products that I had made myself for the use in a recording studio. We had a little recording studio up in near our factory up on Whitney Street. And we made our own direct boxes, we made our own patch cables, and we made our own little snakes to get in and out of the control room. Because we have the ability to do cable and wiring, complete metal shop fabrication, and circuit board design and creation and population, we can create any types of products that range in the audio business from cabling to flat panel chassis to custom electronics. Our custom shop capabilities are second to none. We tackle all kinds of challenges that people give us, ranging from electronics to custom metal to wiring and fabrications. So it was about 2.5 years that we worked on the Bellagio, and it was a job that I didn't ever think would end. We had been working on the project for probably about 1.5 years, shipping out pallet load after pallet load of equipment to the construction site. We had finally completed the order, and this was about 18 months after the start of the job, when about a week later, I got a fax. That was a whole new PO that was about twice the size of the original job that we had originally done for the Bellagio, and it was phase 2, and it would encompass another year of production. And obviously it turned out to be, at that time, a state-of-the-art facility in the world, and I'm glad that we were part of it. Whirlwind is a unique community of individuals. Most of us have been in bands or have worked as sound contractors or have worked as roadies or soundmen for different bands, different sound companies in the area. Myself, I played professionally for 38 years. Sam, our production manager, still works on weekends doing sound for major acts all over the country. Last weekend he just flew down to New York City and did front of house mixing for a major group.
ESIS is our family of digital products. It's the future of audio transport. It lets us take 560 channels of audio and send it down a single Cat5 or 10 miles on a piece of fiber. Pretty much once we put it in the digital world, we can do whatever we want with it.
Customer service. I think that's the most important product that we sell here. The products that we manufacture obviously are what people buy, and they're tangible products that they can hold in their hand. But it's really when the phone call is made either before or after a sale that really determines the success of the implementation of that product. Whirlwind Les Paul. This is a very unique story. Back in 1978, I was invited to a party down in Maryland. And while I was there, they asked me if I would come in this room, come into another room off the party. And I walked into the room, and standing in the room was Les Paul. And they said, well, Les Paul would like to meet you. While I was at MXR, I had sent a complete set of MXR pedals to Les Paul. And when I was at Whirlwind, at the beginning of Whirlwind, I had sent a complete set of Whirlwind cables to Les Paul. I'd always felt that he was the reason for our existence. He was the father of rock and roll, and then without rock and roll, there would be no music as we know it today. And Les Paul looked at me and he said, you know, few people have given me things in life, and you're one of them, and I want to repay it. And he looked at me and said, I went up to my attic, and I had many guitars up in my attic, and I went through a few of them to find a good one, and he handed me this guitar. And I was just totally blown away.